Hi, it's Andrew here from Pink Cake Princess. I'm going to show you how to make a polar bear cupcake today for Christmas. Don't forget to check out the rest of the cupcakes in my Christmas cupcake set. There's even a few thrown in from last year as well, including the Santa Claus, Frosty, Rudolph, and also the Christmas pudding. Okay, so I'm just going to start with a regular cupcake. I'm just icing it here with some buttercream. I'm just using my spatula to smooth it over the cupcake and create a semi-dome finish. That just serves as my base. Next, I'm moving on to some white coloured fondant. Now, fondant's just a type of icing that you can get from your local supermarket. You can find more details in the description below, and also a list of utensils and materials that I'm using. Okay, so I've cut out a disc of white fondant, and now I'm smoothing it over with my hands, and then onto another piece of fondant. I'm cutting out a section to roll up into a ball, and then I'm cutting out smaller sections to roll out into two smaller balls. Okay, now I'm using my non-stick rolling pin just to flatten it slightly, and then I'm going to do the same to the two smaller balls. Okay, I'm using a non-stick chopping board there as well so that the fondant doesn't stick to it. Okay, now I'm using the bottom of my palette knife just to create indents into the smaller discs. These will create the polar bear's ears. And then I'm just checking the portions to make sure it's correct. Now I've moved on to my fat straw. I've just cut out a section. I'm going to use this to move backwards and forwards to form the indents for part of the polar's nose area. Okay, now just using my palette knife again just to put another indent at the top there. And then I'm using a little a brush with a bit of water, and I'm just going to glue down my ears. And if it does get out of place, I'm just using my my tool there just to put the indents back in. Okay, I've moved on to a little bit of black fondant. I'm just cutting out two tiny little pieces, and I'm just balling it up to create the tiny little eyes. And then the bigger piece, I'm just going to ball it up in my hands, and that's going to form the top of the nose. Okay, so then I'm gluing it on with some more water. Now, if you guys are liking my videos, don't forget to let me know. Throw me a comment. I love reading your feedback. It encourages me to post more videos for you guys. And thanks for all the feedback on the elf cupcake. If you haven't already checked it out, go and check it out. It's already uploaded, and I hope they'll have more for you guys really, really soon. Okay, so now onto some blue fondant. I've just rolled it out into a strip, and I'm using my palette knife to cut like a long, thin section out. Okay, now I've cut that in half. Now this is just going to form the scarf for the polar bear. Now I'm just eyeing it there. There's no real measurements. And then I'm using it. I'm putting on the cupcake and just using my palette knife to put an indent in there, so I know exactly where to cut. It's fiddly to cut on the cupcake, so I cut it on the board. And then I'm use my fingers to smooth over, and then using the palette knife to cut in little strips, and also putting little indents to create more details into the scarf. And that's it, just checking it on the cupcake again, and then I'm just going to use a little bit of my water and brush, and then I'm going to stick it on. Now if you do have kids, this would be a great project to do with them leading up to the holiday period. I know my girls love them. Okay, so onto the final details. Now I do have cutters for the holly leaves, but I'm just showing you a way to do it with the straw section. I'm just using it to cut out two holly leaves, and then I'm going to use the knife just to give some details to make it look more like leaves. And then onto my red fondant, just balling 3 little balls out, and then I'm just going to stick it on, and then that's basically the cupcake finished. I hope you like this tutorial. I hope you tune in for the rest of the cupcakes as well. And like I said, there's already last year's cupcake set already uploaded. If you can't wait for the new ones, you can check them out while you're waiting. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'd love to see you back watching my videos. And yeah, if I haven't said so already, I wish you guys a very Merry Christmas, and hopefully I'll have more tutorials for you and see you in the new year. Bye for now, and you guys take care.